Mikel, quick turnaround, but did you take a minute to soak everything in on Wednesday night? Have you been able to celebrate with your players?
Yeah, we had a great dinner in Madrid after the game. A lot of happy faces, great energy, families around. So yeah, it was a really beautiful evening. And the next morning, ready for the Premier League again, start to prepare Ipswich and the tough game that we have ahead of us.
But can you use the euphoria, the confidence? Can that move over into the league campaign and the league form, because it's obviously 2 draws in a row now? Can you take the European form into the league?
That's what we want to do, and that's what we discussed this morning. So now the full focus is in the Premier League. We have 2 vital games ahead of us after the 2 draws, and we need to put not only the form, because I think we've been very strong in both performances, but the details that have taken 4 points away from us that are a lot of value.
And you said it was one of your greatest nights on Wednesday. Are you hungry for more nights like
100%.
that?
Hopefully it's many more, much better than that one to come. But at least it's a part of a process and steps that we have to take as a team and as a club. And it was great. It was great to understand that the team is capable in this context and at this level to deliver the kind of performance and results that we did.
And it's a young team. Will they have no fear now against any team in the world?
Well, certainly we'll have the confidence. Once you've done it, and you have experience, that it's much easier to do it again. And on top of that, we had still a lot of things to do better, to learn and to improve, which is great. But
Jurrien, Thank you so much for joining me today. Big congratulations. Let's start there. First and foremost, have you been able to sleep yet? Has the adrenaline died down?
It has, yeah. The day after was a bit tough. Also, even on the match day itself, like the night before, it's hard to sleep because you're so excited to play. But now I calm down a bit. It's time for recovery and to focus on the weekend.
Big grin on your face. Talk to me about the emotions though of beating such a historic club like Real Madrid so emphatically as well.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think a well-deserved win, an amazing week for the Arsenal fans, and I think something that this team deserves as well. We've been through a lot this season, and I think we're where we want to be as a club, and very deserved. So a lot of good things to look forward to. But also still important games in the competition coming up.
Was that one of the best defensive performances as a unit you've been a part of? Because it was pretty magnificent watching it from the outside, but to be on the field?
I don't know if it was one of the best. But it was really good if you look at all the players they have, and they have the best players in the world. So I think, and we felt so dominant during the game, and that's a nice feeling to have if you play against Madrid, especially away. So yes, I think it's the confidence within the team that we can win in any context, and that even if we have to play like this, we feel dominant and we feel confident.
And what about yourself? Nice. You must feel very confident because you're up against one of the world's best wingers in Vinicius Jr. How did you find that battle? Because I thought you did amazingly.
Yeah, that's again as well. I feel very secure as well because of my teammates. I know maybe I'll make a mistake. They'll always be in my back and be ready to pick things up for me, and I'll be there for them. And that's why I also feel secure and very confident on the pitch. And I think also it's just a nice battle. It's nice to see where you're at if you play against these top wingers, and it's been going on the whole season already, but obviously Vinicius is one of the best players in the world, so it was a nice challenge.
Did anybody try and swap shirts with you at the end? Did you manage to get anyone's shirt at the end?
Yeah, I got Vinny's shirts last week and Bellingham's this week.
Not a bad collection. Not a bad collection. What was the message afterwards then? Because it was such a big moment, such a big win, but still a long way to go. So what was the message in the changing room?
That's it. Be happy, enjoy it, because the win, it doesn't happen very often. Something like this, of course, you want it, and we're building towards that. We're building towards something. So we just focus on that. But what I said, it's still game by game. We got now two games coming up, really important. Ipswich and Crystal Palace, and we have to win these games, and from there we focus on what's coming then.
How do you shift your focus? Because you're on such a high, it's been an amazing game against Real Madrid. How do you then shift your focus effectively to a different competition, a different style of football?
Just the subject changes, it's normal in football. I think we're used to it, but also now the only thing we talk about is Ipswich. So yesterday was amazing. Everyone still speaks about what happened in Madrid. But from now on, our focus is shifts, and the whole team does it. So, you have to do it as well, you know. And yeah, so we just do it together, and from there we shift the focus.
Did you catch any of your potential opponents, PSG, their game midweek? Did you watch any of it?
I did, yeah. That was an amazing game to watch. And of course the games before against Liverpool. Yeah, they're an amazing team, you know that. But what I said, it's just not the time yet to focus on them. I think we got enough time to focus on them first, these 2 games.
I want to talk about your season as well, because it feels like you've taken huge strides forward. How does it feel from a personal perspective this season has gone for you?
Personal, yeah, of course that's different than team. I think I've done well, especially after being injured. I don't think I've showed my best yet, but I think I'm improving. Especially this season with the players around me and with the coach. So yeah, very happy to be here to get so many minutes. I feel strong, of course.
Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta vows to keep Liverpool waiting for title. Liverpool will claim the title with 5 matches remaining if Arsenal lose against Ipswich at Portman Road and they see off Leicester on Sunday. Mikel Arteta has insisted Arsenal will not allow Liverpool the opportunity to be crowned Premier League champions on Easter Sunday. Liverpool will claim the title with 5 matches remaining if Arsenal lose against Ipswich at Portman Road and they see off Leicester at the King Power Stadium. But Arteta, who this week oversaw his side's progression to the Champions League semi-finals with a stunning 2-1 victory at Real Madrid to complete a 5-1 aggregate triumph, said we will make sure that we win the game against Ipswich and that Liverpool winning the league doesn't happen. Arsenal took Manchester City to the wire last season, but they have failed to keep pace with Liverpool this term. They head into Sunday's match at Portman Road 13 points adrift of Arne Slot's side with just 18 points to play for following consecutive draws against Everton at Goodison Park and then at home to Brentford. Third-place Newcastle, who Arsenal face in their final home game next month, have claimed 5 consecutive victories, and they will move to within 1 point of Arteta's side if they win at Aston Villa on Saturday evening. Ipswich could also be relegated straight back to the Championship if they fail to take points off Arsenal. Arteta continued our last 2 draws have significantly changed the perspective, and credit to Newcastle for the form that they are in and the way they've been playing as well. Understand where Ipswich are at the moment and they're playing at home and it is one of the few chances that they have left. But for us it's a big game. We need to step up and start to win football matches in the Premier League to at least maintain the position that we are in and to push into the last few games with some hope. We know how tough it's going to be. They are a really well-organized team. What Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna and the staff have done is remarkable, and you see every week how they perform and the amount of issues they give to the opposition. So we expect a tough game. With one eye on Arsenal's Champions League clash against Paris Jurrien, the first leg taking place at the Emirates Stadium on April 29th ahead of the return fixture in France 8 days later. Arteta is set to rotate his side. Defender Ben White, teenager Ethan Nwaneri and Leandro Trossard are all likely to start, while Raheem Sterling could also be handed a rare opportunity. Jorginho remains out with a rib injury. Ricardo Calafiori is closing in on a return, but the game against Ipswich is likely to arrive too soon for the defender. It is hoped he will be back to face PSG. But Arteta, who this week oversaw his side's progression to the Champions League semi-finals with a stunning 2-1 victory at Real Madrid to complete a 5-1 aggregate triumph, said we will make sure that we win the game against Ipswich and that Liverpool winning the league doesn't happen. Arsenal took Manchester City to the wire last season, but they have failed to keep pace with Liverpool this term. They head into Sunday's match at Portman Road 13 points adrift of Arne Slot's side with just 18 points to play for following consecutive draws against Everton at Goodison Park and then at home to Brentford. Third-place Newcastle, who Arsenal face in their final home game next month, have claimed 5 consecutive victories, and they will move to within 1 point of Arteta's side if they win at Aston Villa on Saturday evening. Ipswich could also be relegated straight back to the Championship if they fail to take points off Arsenal. Arteta continued our last 2 draws have significantly changed the perspective, and credit to Newcastle for the form that they are in and the way they've been playing as well.